I'm half asleep. I don't know what day it is, but let's do our makeup together. Welcome back, everyone. So today's video is just going to be a get ready with me. I have some new makeup items in here, a couple things that I have purchased and a couple things that I received in PR. I recently did a PR unboxing and I showed that I got the new Milk Makeup cooling jelly stick tint things, the things that look like Jello. I did also get in from Benefit Cosmetics. They just released the new Precisely My Brow Detailer and also the Precisely My Brow Wax. So I wanted to try those out. And then I bought a couple products for myself, like another Dior blush. Okay. So this is one of the Rosy Glow blushes and I got it in Rosewood. So I ordered this off of Ulta Beauty. I bought this because so many women had this on the Ireland trip. We did showing what was in everyone's makeup bags. I saw Rosewood a couple of times and it just looked so beautiful and I put it on my wish list to buy it. So I bought it. And then today I was just strolling through Target. I was actually there to buy yogurt. I went to Target to buy yogurt. I left with a dress, a pair of cargos. I did buy the yogurt. And then I also got a new mascara. This is from L'Oreal. This is the Panorama mascara. And then I also got from NYX the Pro Eye Stick Correcting Concealer. So I went for yogurt. So that is what we are going to be using in the Get Ready. It's just gonna be a very chill one. Today I don't really have any deep subjects to talk about this week. We're just gonna be doing our makeup and trying out some of these new releases. So let me get you zoomed in. I'll link everything in the description box and the YouTube shopping button, and let's get ready together. Okay, so I considered like changing my hair, but honestly, you guys know that I try to keep it real with you. Like, this is what I really look like when I get ready. I have my Minnesota sweatshirt on that I got from Sigma. I have mismatched socks on. This is what my hair, I mean, this is how I look when I like actually get ready. So I was like, you know what? That's just how we're gonna do it today. So jumping into it, I am gonna start off with this NYX concealer. So actually I'm filming this on Wednesday and I was just listening to a Marco Polo from my friend Angie. And she was doing her makeup and she was like, I think that you would really like this NYX concealer. She said, because you like spot concealing, I think that you would like it. She said she doesn't like it for her under eyes, but she likes it for spot concealing. And I was like, okay. So then I was at Target and I was like, let's see if it's here. So I got the shade Natural. I don't know, it was kind of hard to tell. And I'm wondering if this might be too light on me. I mean, I have absolute no tan right now, but we will just see. So I'm gonna use it kind of how I would use like my NARS soft matte concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add a little bit to my hand here actually, and then pick it up with a brush. I'm using the Sephora 57, and then I am just going to start to apply like so. I'm just using this to spot conceal around the face. I'll use a different one for my under eyes. That's typically how I use the NARS as well. I really only use that to spot conceal. And then I use something else for my under eye area. I think that did a pretty good job though. Okay, all right. I think that did a pretty good job. That looks like a really good match to me. That's like actually like a really good match. Okay, well, I'm not mad right now. So, I mean, I'll definitely keep trying this out more. But again, I just picked it up at Target. I want to say, I feel like it was kind of expensive. I want to say it was like, I don't know, I guess it's NYX, and NYX can get a little bit more expensive. For some reason, I have either like $9.99 in my head or like $12.99. I think maybe the mascara was $12.99. And I was like, geez, these drugstore prices, okay. But so far, so good on the spot concealer from NYX. For my foundation, I've been using the Wet n Wild, the Tinted Hydrator quite a bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that one with my Sonia G Jumbo Base. I use the shade Light Medium. I'm getting so close to using this up and I'm like, I have a Project Pan or a Project Use Up video coming. If it's not already up, it'll be coming soon. And I do a different foundation for my Project Use Up, and now I'm like, I should have done the Wet n Wild, but one of the reasons I didn't do the Wet n Wild is because you can't see through it. So with the other one, you can, you know, like see through the bottle to see like how much I've used. So that's kind of why I decided to do that, but I'm like, I can just sense like I'm about to run out of the Wet n Wild and I'm gonna be like, man, I should put that one in my Project Use Up, but that's okay. That's okay. So I am just going to apply the Wet n Wild right over. You know what's so funny too, as I was like talking about not being tan, I'm like the world's worst girl. I don't know how else to say it, but like, you know what I mean? Probably not, because I haven't said anything yet, but one, I hate decorating. I hate hosting. Like, I hate cooking and baking, but like I always come back to decorating, because I feel like so many women that I know get so excited to like decorate for the different seasons, and I'm just like, nah dog, like I couldn't be like less interested. And then so this week I live in Las Vegas, so the Super Bowl is here. I'm a huge football fan. I'm a huge NFL fan. I'm so excited to be living in the city where the Super Bowl is taking place. I went to the like opening night ceremony. I think I am going to the game. I'm going to the game. I'm going to the Super Bowl this year. Just putting it out there in the world. And I'm just like, I'm so excited about it, right? And we have so many things, especially being a Vegas content creator. There's so many events coming up. I'm half asleep right now. I don't know what day it is, but I'm trying my best to keep up with everything and all of the different opportunities that we have had coming our way, because it's so exciting, right? As I've been talking to people, like, it's so funny. I was out last weekend and a bunch of the girls that I were with were like, yeah, like I have my Botox scheduled for this week and like my fillers, and I'm getting my hair done, and I'm getting my lashes done, and I'm getting all these things done, and my brows microbladed, and I'm spray tanning, and I'm like, I didn't do any of those things. Like I'm the worst girl. Like I was like, wait, what? I literally, tell me why I scheduled my hair appointment for the week after the Super Bowl. Why am I not getting my hair done the week of the Super Bowl? I haven't had my hair done since October. Like I have not had my hair done since my dog passed away. And I'm like, I just like keep pushing it off and keep pushing it off. And then I finally scheduled it and I was like, oh yeah, no, the week after the Super Bowl will be calmer, so I'll just do it then. Like, what? I haven't done anything like Botox and fillers yet. I'm not saying that I would never do it. I haven't yet. I guess I just don't know if I think like right before like the Super Bowl is a good time to like try something for the first time. I've also like, I've never had like lash extensions. I've been thinking about it just to like save a step, because I'm so busy. Like that would have super come in handy the week of the Super Bowl, but nope, didn't do that either. And then even when it comes to like a self tanner, I keep meaning to self tan like every single night. I'm like, Samantha, like slap some self tanner on that body, girl. But I don't normally self tan. It's not something that I love to do. I used to do it all the time. Oh, I mean, I used to go to the tanning bed in college. Don't get me wrong. I had the stickers. I had all the things. And then I moved over into spray tan. I was a big spray tan girl for many years there. And then I moved into, you know, just like a self tanner at home. I know I have videos with self tanners, and there's a lot that I think are really good. And then, I don't know, just over the years, I just kind of, I just don't really love it, I guess. I don't know. And now since living in Las Vegas, I tan really easily. I'm someone that can like, I can literally just go for a walk outside in the sun and I will come back and be super tan. I don't burn very easily. And again, I just like tan super quick. So then once living here, it's like, you know, like my tan fades in the winter, and then it comes back with a vengeance in the summer and everything's fine. I had an event over the weekend and I was there with a swimsuit brand. They were actually hosting a bikini contest at Circa, at Stadium Swim at Circa. I got asked to be in it. I said no. My anxiety could like never, no. But I at least like went with the company. Me and one of my girlfriends went with the company, just didn't compete, but we were just there like cheering everybody on and like talking to people about the swimsuits and taking photos and, you know, things like that. As kind of like brand ambassadors, if you will. And we did like some photos with all of the like competitors and everything. And I'm just like looking at the photos and I'm like, maybe I should self-tan. I try not to think along the ways of like being tan makes you beautiful. I think that's kind of like a interesting way to think, but I don't know, just like compared to everyone else, I was like, oh, you look like someone who's been locked inside of her house, not just for the summer, but like for a year. Because my dog was diagnosed with cancer last May, and I basically didn't leave my apartment. I went to the pool one time. It was on 4th of July. It was the only time. Other than that, you know, I was pretty much inside with Aries, and then she passed in October, and you know, it's been winter and all of that. I don't know why I'm talking about self-tan for self. I feel like I'm having one of those weird days where I feel like everyone's judging me and everything that I say. So like, But all that to say, I was like, oh, maybe I'll do like some self tanner before all the events for the weekend. Nope, I can't remember to do it. Like every single night I go to do it, because when I would do self tanner, I would apply like before bed, and then I would like sleep in it. I never really had like the tanners that I use, like they don't really like get on my sheets, and if they do, doesn't matter, it's just me. And now it's really just me, so like I don't even have to worry about like Aries like licking my leg or something. I keep forgetting to do it, and I'm like, I am like the worst at I'm out here trying to find an NFL husband. They're all in my city right now. I'm like, I just can't be bothered. Like, this is how I be going out. This is how I went to Target today. This is how I went to Starbucks. This is how I went to Walgreens. This is how I be running my errands. This is how I went to Trader Joe's. Like, I just can't be bothered right now. I didn't even order, so today, today's Wednesday. I ordered clothes last night. Like, I bought new clothes. Like, whatever, everyone's like, I got this new dress, and I got this new outfit, and I got this new jumpsuit. And I'm like, should I order clothes? Like, I am the worst right now. I don't know where my headspace is at the moment, but it's not in the game. It's not in the game right now, okay? Well, I like to let my concealer like self-set for a while here, so I do my brows before I do my powder. I don't really know if I'm gonna use the brow wax, because I don't really use a brow wax, but I do wanna try the Precisely My Brow Detailer. So I use the shade 2.5, it's my perfect shade match from Benefit Brows, and I am super curious to try this. It just launched. So, okay, here's what she looks like. We have a spoolie on one side, and then this is incredibly tiny. I don't know, I almost wonder if it's gonna be too small for me. Or maybe okay. Hold on, that's like really teeny tiny. Teeny tiny 0.8 millimeter tip. Create hair-like micro fine lines to add detail and dimension to brows. Twist up until tip is level with clear protective tubing and stop right there. Okay, till it's level, okay. Apply with light strokes, blend with spoolie. With who? With spoolie. 12-hour wear, waterproof and smudge proof, glides on smoothly. Okay, so yeah, it has this clear tip, so you're supposed to put it just until it's level with that. Probably so it doesn't break off super easily, you know what I mean? I don't know. See, I love the Precisely My Brow. It's one of my favorite brow products, and I've been using it for years and years. And I like the precise tip, but sometimes if it's too small, I just like don't really vibe with it. But we're gonna give it a try. And the thing is that I do have brows, you know, like for the most part, like I have pretty defined brows. So a lot of times I can see if you have to draw on your entire brow, something like this might not be the best thing for you. But for me, that I'm just trying to like fill in any sparse areas, it's usually not too bad. But again, sometimes I just like it a little thicker, if you will. Listen, I'm not kidding you when I tell you I'm half asleep. Like, who knows? I don't know what I'm saying in this video. I was like, Samantha, you can't talk about anything important in this video because I'm so tired, like my eyes are watering. Does that ever happen to you guys? Like, I'm so tired, my eyes are watering. The weekend was so busy. The kickoff, oh my gosh, was so much fun. It was electric. Like, it was, I don't know how to describe Allegiant Stadium. They broke the attendance for, like the opening night ceremony. It was the most attended. The one in Las Vegas was like, this city is going above and beyond. We have events all the time. Like, I'm literally like, I had to put my phone over there because I was like, it's gonna be going off this whole time because we're all just sending each other our calendars being like, are you going here? Are you going there? Are you going here? Can we put clothes in your car so we can change after this one to go to this one? And I'm like, ha, 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 ha. One friend just said like, I don't know how we're doing all of these events tomorrow. Like, do you think that we should say no to some of them, or should we say yes to everything because it's the Super Bowl and like how often is this gonna happen again in Las Vegas? And I just wrote back, YOLO. Like, I don't know when we'll ever get opportunities like this again, and like we might as well just do as much as we possibly can and sleep after the Super Bowl, you know? That's kind of where my headspace is right now. So today is a day where I don't have any events, so I went grocery shopping, made myself a nice healthy lunch. I'm gonna make myself a little better for you dessert tonight, which is why I needed the yogurt. I'm gonna go to sleep early. I'm gonna do my skincare routine. I got some new skincare products that I showed in my last haul as well, and I've been really liking both of them, the Glow Recipe and the Drunk Elephant Mask. I really like them both. I think this looks like a pretty good brow. I have to say, I feel like the hair like strokes in the front here look very natural, in my opinion. It's okay if you disagree. In my opinion, that looks very natural. And it didn't take me too long, because again, sometimes if it's like too precise, it just takes me a little bit longer, but I don't even feel like it took me that long to do my brow. Now this one is the brow that's a little bit more sparse, so sometimes this one can give me a little trickery, especially in the front. The way that it's like shaped is just like a little bit odd, but I've always said too that I've wanted to go somewhere to get my brows shaped. Like I've seen like the Anastasia brow bars, the Benefit brow bars, you know, things like that. I've never done it. I said when I moved to Las Vegas, that was like one of the first things I wanted to do, was like do something like nice for yourself. That never happened. Also, I'm gonna be all over the place in this video. I hope you guys know this is truly what I really am like in real life when I'm tired, okay? My friends can't, you can't keep up with like what's going on in my brain. So this is a conversation I was having with Ashley the other day, and I was saying to her, I was like, where do you get your bras at? Because, do I want to say this publicly on the internet? Yeah, I haven't bought new bras since my, I'm gonna say my mid-20s. It might be more like my early 20s, which I know a lot of you are thinking, Samantha, but you are 26, so it's like not that long ago. I know, I am 26 plus 10, but like, I have one bra that I wear all the time. Like, it's my bra. Like, that's what I wear. I just don't really feel the need to wear something else. And then of course, like, so I have like my one bra that I always wear. I have my one strapless bra that I always wear. Like, I should probably also replace that one. And then of course, like, I have like my backup bra, but it's like, it was back in the days where like I felt like I really needed to like push my boobs up, and it's like it's just a very push-up bra. It's from Victoria's Secret. It literally has like the sparkly angel wings on the side of it. Okay, just so we know like what vibe we're going with here. And now I just don't really feel like I need my boobs to my neck all of the time, you know, maybe sometimes, but like not all the time. That's why my other bra was like my everyday bra, you know what I'm saying? I really hope no men are watching this video and being like, what is this crazy girl talking about? Okay, so here's the second bra topic on hold for a second. I think that looks pretty good. I don't know if this would be like my everyday brow pencil. I could see myself still using the Precisely My Brow here and then using this to fill in the hair-like strokes. That's what I think I like the most. That I think looks really, really natural. So maybe I'll try that. Try like the dual and see how we like it. I literally have the Precisely My Brow right next to me. So I might try that the next time, because I really like the way that that looks. But I'll give this a few more uses for sure. Again, if you're someone who likes a brow pencil that is really, really precise, it kind of reminds me of like the LYS that came out recently, then you might really like that. I think it's fun that Benefit comes out with different like brow options. You know, they have the pencils and they have the wax and they have the, like Ashley uses the pomade and things like that. So I like that they have the different options, and I do think that my brows look pretty good right now. But anyways, back to the most important topic of this video is about my brow collection. But Ashley and I were just talking, and both of us have not bought new bras in years and years and years. And I finally, like, I was like, I don't think I can wear my everyday bra anymore. Like, I feel like the straps are so loose now, and then even when I tighten them, it's just like it's not working out. Like, I think it's time to say goodbye. I think it's been time to say goodbye for a long time. I just don't really, I don't know where to go because I haven't been like bra shopping in so long. And then when I said that to Ashley, and she was like, she's like, so hopefully I'm airing her secrets too, but she was like, I'm the same way. Like, I haven't bought new bras in years. I'm like, my bras don't really fit me anymore because they're like stretched out as well. And just, you know, from washing and wearing so much, like they're just like not in good shape. And I was like, so where do you go to buy bras? And she was like, I don't know, where do you go? And I was like, I don't know, where do you go? And then we just stared at each other like, so we have no idea. We're adult women in our 30s. We're, you know, we're successful at our careers. She just bought a house. I'm about to spend an exorbitant amount of money to go watch grown men fight over a little ball. Like, we're doing well in our lives, but we don't know where to buy bras. So if anyone could help us out, if you got a favorite place where you buy a bra at, let a girl know. Underwear too at the same time, because that was another thing when I moved to Las Vegas. I had this whole like short form vlog video idea of like, you know, having like a nice like self-care, do it for yourself kind of day. I was gonna like take myself out for lunch or, you know, probably ice cream, something along those lines. And then I was gonna go like bra and underwear shopping of like, oh, you know, like I'm a single girl now, like I need nice bra and underwear. I never did it. I never did that. So that could also explain why I'm still single 3 years later. It could be my bra and underwear are just like not cute anymore. So I'm not a good girl, not a good single girl, not a good girly girl. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Okay, I think my skin is looking pretty good. Still really liking that NYX concealer. Yeah, I don't have any complaints right now. So I'm gonna move in with bronzer. I'm just gonna use the one from L'Oreal, and then we'll do the Dior blush. I'm gonna use the Milk just as a lip product today. I do also want to test it out as a stain, but like I spent, you know, what are these, like $40 or something, $45? Like I'm gonna try the blush that I bought because I'm ridiculous, and I always say I'm not even a blush girl, yet somehow here I am buying a second Dior blush. What is wrong with me? I've definitely been buying a lot more makeup this year. I don't know if it's because like I really did such a good job in 2023 on my low buy that I'm like, girl, you're fine. I'm like, okay, maybe you should just like be aware. Again, you're trying to buy a Super Bowl ticket, so like maybe get it together. A $40 blush is going to be anything like what a Super Bowl ticket will cost, but again, YOLO. YOLO, when will this ever happen again? And I have someone that will go with me, so you know, it's like you don't know if that will ever happen again either. So for the love of football. If you are not following me on Instagram, you definitely should. March Beauty Word. I'm sharing all the fun stuff that I'm able to do around Las Vegas, including some of the fun brands I'm working with. I will have a fashion haul coming up. I was able to work with Good American recently. That was really exciting for me, for Nike. I have some new shoes. I showed a couple in my PR haul as well, like my pink boots that I wore to the NFL opening kickoff. But yeah, we have some exciting events tomorrow with brands like Pepsi, Netflix. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it everything, but we have like Paramount, we have a Maluma concert, Lamborghini, a Jack Harlow concert, the NFL experience, the NFL Legends party. Like there's so much going on, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to, I think one of the things with my social media, and as I think about social media and how I want to utilize my social media and almost kind of like my mission behind everything, I've always said that my mission has been to like empower and inspire women, right? And I feel like over the years and things that I've gone through, it's just made my mission kind of more and more clear each time, because I also do think saying like empowering women is very vague, and I'm someone who likes to focus on more specifics. Like even when I talk about goal planning, I'm like, don't just say you want to save money this year. How much money exactly do you want to save, and by what timeline do you want to save that money? And then go even more, how are you going to save that money? You want to save this amount of money in 12 months. How much money do you have to save every single month to get there? You know, so when I think about it, and I think about like my mission is like, okay, I want to empower women. Who? Why? What women? What are they going through? What are they like? You know, so like those are the kind of things that I've been kind of working on with some of the coaches that I work with, of you know, getting more clear on my mission. And it's hard for me to choose, because I say things like I want to you know, even like my first book, Destined to Fail, the character, which is very loosely inspired by some of my own things that have happened in life, her thing was that she wanted to work with underprivileged girls who had gone through hardships like she had. And so that was kind of her mission in the book. And so I always kind of thought like I want to do things for you know, young women who have struggled financially, who have struggled with abusive situations, who have struggled with unsafe home situations and things like that. And then as I kind of moved forward and, you know, went through my own things financially and learned a lot about debt and my relationship with money, it was like, oh, maybe focus on that. And then going through a divorce and a big move, it's like, oh, I want to show that you can start over no matter what life looks like, and no matter if it's a divorce that you're starting over from, or a significant death or move, or health struggle, that you can start over. And no matter how down life seems at certain points, you know, I really struggled with going through IVF. Like, you can start again, and you can start new, and you can reinvent yourself, and you can rebrand yourself. Just because you were one thing 10 years ago doesn't mean you have to be that one thing now, right? And then I even think about with my recent PCOS diagnosis and trying to overcome some of the health struggles that I had, how can I show women that, once again, you don't have to be defined by one thing, you don't have to be defined by a diagnosis, you don't have to let something get you down. You can always come back. You can always come back better than ever. You can always find something new to pivot to and find a new thing to focus on. So that's something that I am hoping to take my social media in that direction and kind of show more of that, versus more than just like the beauty side of things, is really just showing what life looks like after hardships, no matter what it is like your hardship is. But that's kind of what I want to show, and that kind of was always my mission after moving to Vegas and getting the divorce, and I was always too scared to actually go full force and like rebrand and all of that. But I'm really trying this year to stick with it because it makes me so much happier. Like, there would be times like on Instagram that I just couldn't think of anything to post. It was like, I don't want to do an eyeshadow look. I love doing lip combo videos. Those are my favorite things to do, but it was like, I don't really know what else to show. I'm not a good product photographer. So like product photos and swatch photos, just like those aren't my thing. So I wasn't really sure what to do there. But now that I do more travel, Vegas, experiences, spas, restaurants, outfits, short form vlogs, things like that, I'm posting on Instagram twice a day. Like, there would be times I would post on Instagram maybe twice a week because I just wasn't passionate about anything that I was sharing. Now, like today, I'm gonna be posting twice a day, and there's a third one that I'm like, is 3 times too much to post? Like, there's just so many things that I have so much fun actually putting those videos together and showing that life. And I mean, have I lost like 800 followers since I've been like full force going on it and slowing down on the beauty content? And you know, someone asked in a recent Q&A, like, am I switching to lifestyle? And I said yes, boom, instantly lost so many followers. And it's like, that's okay. Like, I know that's what happens when you do rebrand and you move in a different direction, because not everyone wants to follow that, and that's absolutely okay. And I would rather have people that want to see that content and engage with that content, instead of just having like what's called like ghost followers, or like follow people that don't, the numbers don't really matter, like how many subscribers you have, followers, that doesn't really matter. It's the engagement, it's the views, it's the comments, it's the watch time, it's the retention, it's the shares, it's the saves. Like, that's what really matters. So I kind of know at the end of the day like what actually gets me excited, and I've been having a lot of fun, especially right now, just because there's so much going on. There's so many fun opportunities. It's really fun for me to be able to show that to an audience, and to just show a little bit more about my life here, and the risk that I took coming here, the risk that I took saying goodbye to Iowa and to start over in your 30s and all of those things. And you know, I know from the messages that I get and the comments that I get that it really is reaching other women as well. And at the end of the day, like, that's my mission. My mission isn't to have a bunch of followers. My mission is to actually reach people, to inspire them, to keep them motivated, and to empower them. So go follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna use the Rosewood blush. I just have to say, I think I'm pretty funny. Like, I always get told my Instagram stories are really funny, and I was like, you know what, I agree. And I talk about my impulse buys. Like today I talked about my impulse buys from Target. I talk about my impulse buys from Trader Joe's. I do some Trader Joe's reviews in my stories. So I always have, I'm trying to take one day where I don't do anything on stories, but that's really hard for me. Usually I have at least something to say, but it's usually like a Sunday. Like, I'm trying to like do a social media detox and all of those things, my own mental health and all of that. But oh, today I still need to share this, but I'm gonna share what I made for lunch, because I have been obsessing over this lunch, and it's so easy to make. Literally, it's just the 3-minute brown rice from Trader Joe's. I make some salmon in my air fryer in a pan, however it is you want to make your salmon. I make some salmon, and then I have some cucumber, avocado, and then I wrap, like, I make everything, I put it on the plate, and then I have like the little seaweed snacks, and I just wrap everything in a little bit of seaweed, and I dip it in some yum yum sauce, and there you go. I'm eating it every single day, and I just think it's really quick and easy to make, because, you know, a lot of times during the day I'm quite busy. I wear a lot of different hats, I do a lot of different things. This blush is so beautiful. I was trying to go light-handed because I wasn't sure like if it was gonna be crazy pigmented, but this is super beautiful. The Ireland ladies did not steer me in the wrong direction. Okay, yeah, that's stunning. Okay, good, but that's stunning. So I'm not saying you need the Rosewood blush or anything, but like apparently I needed it, so I think that looks very beautiful. I'm gonna use just the Colourpop Lost in Love again. I thought this would be fun to use. I've basically only been wearing the Natasha Denona Mini My Dream. That's like, again, I've been so busy. I'm just grabbing it. I'm doing the same look every single day. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know how to get it done. I'm trying to get to all these events on time and all of that. So I wanted to do something a little bit different today. So I'm gonna go back into the Lost in Love palette. I've been talking a little bit more about my the PCOS diagnosis and some things that I've been doing to make changes at home, and definitely one of my big changes was my diet and just making more food at home, because that way I know everything that goes into it. So one thing that's a little bit tricky for me is that I realized through the elimination diet that I am sensitive to garlic, which is a really hard thing to avoid, especially at restaurants. Garlic is pretty much in everything. And for me, so I also learned I'm sensitive to coffee. So like the first time I had coffee after doing the elimination diet, I didn't have any like inflammatory foods for 30 days. When I introduced coffee back in, I immediately broke out in hives. Like my stomach hurt terribly. I could barely make it home. And I was like, oh, okay. So garlic for me basically just gives me like acid reflux. Unless I have like a ton of it, then I feel very sick. But if it's just like, you know, sometimes it's just like going out to eat, like, oh, something's a little bit garlicky. Sometimes I can notice it kind of like in my throat type of thing. Sometimes it doesn't really bother me at all, or I'll make sure to take like turmeric or ginger root or something like that, and then that will typically help me out. Or I can drink like a spearmint tea when I get home. That usually helps to settle my stomach. But for me, when I cook at home, I do not use, obviously I just don't use any garlic now. And so again, it's just a little bit easier for me to be able to make my meals at home. I know everything that's going into it. I know the oils that I'm using. You know, I try to stay away from things like a canola oil, like seed oils, sunflower oils, things like that. I try to use like better quality oils than, you know, maybe some like the restaurants do, because that can kind of hurt my stomach as well. So just like the little things that obviously when you are making your own food have more control over than what you are consuming. So that's one of the changes that I have tried to make. Again, I live in Las Vegas, and one of the things that I get to do a lot is go out to eat and try different restaurants, which is so fun for me. If I, you know, do not have events, then that's when I try to make my food at home and not rely on something like a Uber Eats. Even though I will say, again, life is all about balance and doing the best that you can, because last week when it was so busy, I think I used Uber Eats like 4 days in a row. Otherwise, like I just didn't have any groceries. I didn't have time to go grocery shopping. It was all bad, and I was definitely relying on Uber Eats a little too much. So that's why this week I really wanted to make sure to get my groceries in so I could make my meals and just kind of prep myself as best as I could for a very busy weekend. I have a bunch of food events as well, and you know, like some of these events, they do feed us and things like that. So again, life is just all about balance and doing the best that you can. And I'm also trying, I keep saying that I'm pre-sleeping. Like I was like, I'm gonna, because we've had Tuesday and Wednesday off from events. So I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep as much as I can Tuesday and Wednesday. And then that way when I don't sleep Thursday to Monday, I was like, it'll all balance itself out, right? And everyone's like, yeah, good way to think of it. I'm like, yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I decided I wanted to go a pink route. I mean, I like pink looks and all, but I've definitely been wearing more pink lately as we get ready for like Galentine's and putting together like Galentine's outfits and looks. Both teams that are playing in the Super Bowl, their dominant color is red. So fun for me because red is my favorite color to wear. I own so much red shirts, red dresses. I was like, oh, stand back, like I'm ready for the Super Bowl. So I'm pretty pumped about that because I freaking love wearing red. So I have been busting out all the red. I bought 2 new dresses last night. Both of them are red. I was like, say less. I will wear, I think I'm gonna do Just Us or Yours Truly. Maybe I'll do, I think I'm gonna do Yours Truly. It's a little bit more on the purple side. Balance it out a little bit. This is a Sigma E42. So I've definitely been getting in a lot of red OOTDs, but today we're gonna go a little bit more pink. I'm just filming today since I'm not gonna really be able to film over the weekend. Again, I don't think I'm gonna be vlogging. It's gonna be really hard for me to take my vlog camera into a lot of these places. But I will definitely be doing some like short form vlogs of everything that I have going on. So again, you can follow me Instagram. I'll try to do like some YouTube shorts as well. TikTok, I post some short form videos too. That's by Samantha March. And I'm just really excited. I'm really grateful for a lot of these opportunities. This is already such a fun week. I love seeing the city just so alive and vibrant and fun, and it just feels like everywhere you go people are excited, and I love the energy here so much. It's just another reason why I love Las Vegas. It feels like people are so happy here. I don't know how else to describe it. I said that too when I first moved here. Like, people come here to, you know, get away and vacation and, you know, try to win your money, or, you know, find someone to get married to at the little Whitechapel. I don't know. People be doing their own thing when they come to Vegas. But, you know, people like want to come here, and there's not a lot of like born and raised Vegas locals. I mean, of course, I know some, so of course they do exist. They're out there. But a lot of people choose to move to Las Vegas, and I just feel like it makes a lot of people around here happier because of it. I know it makes me happier because of it. And I just think that it offers a really fun vibe and energy to the city. I'm also already really digging this eye look, and it's gonna make me want to go out, but I'm not. I'm going to bed at 8 p.m. just like I did last night. She's a wild child. I just had to change my camera battery, and I'm like, I love that I was like, this get ready with me. Like, I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to talk about. I'm gonna get through it so quickly. And I'm like, how long did I spend talking about bras? It's been a minute, right? I tend to view my YouTube channel as talking with my friends, and this is what we talk about. Where do we buy bras? But sometimes your friends in real life don't know, so then that's when you turn to the internet and you're like, where do you buy bras at? Huh? Probably shouldn't start talking about bras again, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna use my green glossier eyeliner. I love that I'm gonna film this. I'm gonna film another video. I'm gonna film a couple short form videos. I'm gonna take my makeup off, and I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna make my dessert first. So the dessert I'm making, it's like Greek yogurt. I do like the Chobani sugar-free vanilla. And then I'm gonna put some peanut butter in it. And then, I'm trying to remember everything. I melt like chocolate chips with coconut oil. And then put that on top. And then I put it in the fridge and like let the chocolate get hard. And then I'm also gonna put some peanuts in there. And I think that's everything. I feel like I'm missing an ingredient, but I don't know what I'm missing. But we'll figure it out when I actually make it. But that's what I am planning to make myself for dessert tonight, and I am really looking forward to it. I'm gonna use a little Rephr 03 for my lower lash line. I think I'm just gonna mix the two mattes together, Dibs and yours truly. I'd love to know, does anyone have plans for the Super Bowl? Are you Super Bowl fans? Are you football fans? Are you fans of the commercials? Listen, I've been seeing some funny ads out so far. The one with Uber Eats that talks about, it has like Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer in it, but it talks about how like, think about like not forgetting, like don't forget that Uber Eats something. And it's like, oh, I won't forget this, but then everyone forgets like one other thing, and she forgets who David Schwimmer is, who's Ross, you know, from Friends. And he's like, we worked together for 10 years. She's like, oh, and I was cracking up this morning as I was watching that. I thought that was so funny. So I do think some of the commercials are going to be really good. I see e.l.f. has some sort of campaign going on, so it looks like e.l.f. spent a lot of Super Bowl dollars. Are you excited to see Usher? Tiesto is going to be DJing while the game is happening. I mean, Tiesto is Vegas as well, so Tiesto is going to be DJing during the game. I don't know if any of that will really be like, I'm sure some of it will be played on the TV, but I thought that was such a Vegas thing as well. I'm so excited about Usher. I think he's gonna make a great halftime show. I have seen his residency in Las Vegas, and it was so high energy and so fun, and just, I think it's gonna be really cool. And I'm excited. I don't know who's gonna win. A lot of my friends are Niners fans, which is tough for me because the Niners are the team that knocked out my Packers. But I will say, like, I'm a football fan. I'm a Green Bay fan, but I'm not like a hater towards other teams or a hater towards like other people. Even after the Niner game ended, like 2 of my best friends were watching it with me, and we just all immediately like hugged each other. Like, like during the game, sure, like we were giving each other like shit back and forth, and at one point I was like, because one of my friends was here to watch the games, they were staying with me, and I was like, I think that you're gonna need to get a hotel. Don't think you can stay with me anymore. But you know, then the game ends and it's like, oh, it's all love, you know, like we're all hugging each other, everything was fine. I'm gonna bust into this L'Oreal mascara. So I think for me, seeing my friends and going with them to the opening experience, like to see their excitement makes me excited, and like I just want to like see my friends happy. So I think it would be really cool, especially if I do end up going to the game with one of my best friends. I think it would be really fun to watch them watch their team win. You know what I mean? I think that would be really neat. But I am also from the Midwest. The Chiefs used to be my AFC team. Now it's the Raiders because I live in Las Vegas. Still my number one team of course is the Packers, but you know, I would root for the Chiefs, but they've also been like, they've been to the Super Bowl a lot. They've won the Super Bowl a lot. I thought it would have been really fun to see the Lions at least go to the Super Bowl. Again, they're in my division. I know I'm supposed to be like rooting against the Lions, but like, again, I love football. Like what a great story for the Lions to like make it to a Super Bowl. That'd be wild. So I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win. I hope for a good game. I hope everyone just has fun. But no, I do. I hope that it's a good game. I love close games. I think those are so fun. I hope the officiating goes well. All those things. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the game goes. And hopefully I'll be there. You see me on TV. Hey, hey. Here's what the wand looks like. All right. So I saw my friend Makeup Molly talking about this, and I love trying out new mascaras. So again, when I was at Target, I saw this and I was like, wait, I just saw Molly talking about this. So I decided to grab it, and it made her lashes look really nice. And I think the drugstore makes really good mascaras. Like I like L'Oreal mascaras, I like Maybelline. I actually had the Sky High in my hand first, and then I remembered about the new L'Oreal. And then Milani, I like Milani's mascaras. So you know, there are high-end mascaras I like. I just repurchased one from Rephr Beauty. It's actually what I was going to use today, and then I ended up buying this one. But I just repurchased Rephr Beauty. I like the Lawless Beauty. Most recently, I've been really loving the Tarte Tubing Mascara. There are high-end mascaras that I like, but I don't think it's one of those products that you need to spend a lot of money on. So I just did my bottom lashes first. I'm gonna give them a minute. Do you do bottom lashes or top lashes first? I always do bottom, and then I let it like sit for a sec, and then I do top. I feel like I learned that from like Tyra Banks and America's Next Top Model in like college, and then I've never done it differently since then. And of course, the age-old trick, if you get mascara on your skin, let it sit, let it dry for a bit, and then take the spoolie side of a brow pencil and just brush it away. Instead of trying to like wipe it away, you're really just gonna end up smudging it. So that's what I do there. So I will say I like the gold of the packaging. It does feel like better words, like light cheap plastic packaging, but you know, but it looks pretty. It looks pretty, but when you hold it, you're like, oh, okay. But again, still, I feel like, I think this one was $12.99, which to me, I just thought was kind of more expensive. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add this to my top lashes, and I am gonna do at least 2 coats, which is what I would normally do. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. So we just have 1 coat of mascara on this eye. Looks pretty good, okay. I feel like it really opened up my eyes, like it gave them a nice curl. I feel like it also separated them nicely. It's making them look voluminous. That's really pretty. Really like the way that it kind of opens up the eyes. That's pretty. So I guess I can do a bit of a wear test for it tonight. I don't know if I really am going to want to test it out the next few nights, just because basically once I leave, I leave. Like I'm legitimately think I'm putting a suitcase in my car starting tomorrow and just going with it. I do not think that I will be home very often. So I'm just, you know, I'm gonna need to bring the makeup products that I know are not gonna steer me wrong. So there's not a lot of new makeup I'm gonna be bringing with me for the next couple of days. But, you know, of course, once I'm back home and things are a little bit more normal, I can start testing again. But yeah, next couple of days we're gonna want the trusty staples to come with me. I am gonna be definitely curious to see like the wear time on this, if it transfers on me. I have one lash that is just like, what are you doing? It's like going downward. It's always a big thing for me. I know it's not a big thing for everybody, but for me it's really like, is this mascara gonna be all over my face in a few hours? I don't know. It feels more, it feels like, I think it leans more on the wet side, but it's not too wet to where it's kind of already getting onto my face, because sometimes if a mascara formula is pretty wet, like just as I'm applying it, I'm already kind of getting it on my face, or like if I blink, like it's already instantly transferring, and I don't see that with this one, but I wouldn't say that it feels dry. I think that looks really pretty though. I like it. Again, it gave it a curl, it opened up the eyes. Okay, I don't know if I'm instantly like obsessed, but I think that it's really pretty. Sometimes mascara is a hard thing for me to be like instantly obsessed with, but also, I like this eye look. I think like the pink, it's not necessarily like an ombre, but it's kind of, and it's like very simple. I don't know, I left the inner part of my eye. Yeah, I think I still just want to leave the inner part of my eye blank and just kind of let the pink, you know, kind of fade out like it does here. Okay, this is fun. So we're gonna finish it off with the Milk Makeup Jelly Tints. So these are new from Milk Makeup. They are getting a lot of attention online because of their like jello appearance. So I will go ahead and swatch these again. I did put these in my, again, my PR haul. So this one is Chill, and these are meant to be more of a sheer stain. Next we have Spritz. This next one is Burst. And then lastly we have Splash. Okay, so there are the swatches of those. So they're supposed to be more of a stain. They do say they dry down very quickly. So like if you're using them as blush, I would apply to one side, blend out, then move on to the other. Again, I will test these as cheek products coming up, but today I'm just gonna do a lip because you can use them on the cheeks or the lips. And I really do wanna see them as a lip stain, because if they really do have the staining power that the swatches do, these might be what I am bringing with me this weekend. So I don't have to worry about touching up my lips when I am out and about. I do like that they are a little bit more sheer too for like when it does come to the cheeks, but I'm very curious to try them on the lips. So I'm thinking I kind of want to go for the berry shade. I feel like it might make a little bit more of a monochromatic look. Again, I don't know how pigmented they're going to be on the lips, but we'll try it out. So this one is in Splash. The lip liner I chose out was the one from Kash Beauty. Again, just kind of a nod to the Ireland trip. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use the Kash Beauty, and this is in Vintage Rose. Okay, so I have my lips lined. Okay, then we are going to come on top with the, what shade did I say? Splash. It's like, I don't know if I should put this right on my lips, but I guess I don't know what else to do. I'm going to. Okay, just going to go ahead and apply. Okay, all right. Definitely feels like cooling, I'll say. I don't know if I should just like keep applying it or not. Okay, all right, that's looking pretty berry, right? I'm like, do I need to like maybe like do a little bit of blend action? And again, they said to work quickly because it's a stain. That's pretty. Okay, cute. It does feel like it's dried down quite quickly, maybe a little bit still on this finger. Okay, wow, that dried very quickly, and there's nothing on my hand. Okay, all right. Very curious to see the stain power, because when I did these swatches, I tried to wash them off with like soap and water. They wouldn't really come off. I went to the Super Bowl experience, and I went with some of my friends, and I was like, please don't mind my hand. You know, you're a beauty blogger when. And then, you know, I was washing my hands throughout the night. I came home, I did my skincare, I put skincare on my hands. I woke up, the swatches were still on. I was like, okay. So I feel like the staying power is gonna be pretty good on my lips, especially. I do feel like the staying power is gonna be pretty good on my lips. I've seen some people do like clear gloss throughout the day, which maybe that's something that I'll do, but if it keeps my lips, you know, stained a certain color, I think that will be very intriguing. So that is the Milk Lip Stain. Again, I'll try it on my cheeks as well, but after that, that is going to wrap it up for this Get Ready With Me. I think this was pretty successful. I think this was pretty successful. I like the NYX concealer. I like the mascara. I'm still liking the Colourpop palette. What else did I use? The Dior blush is super beautiful. I love my one, my Rosy Glow in pink. And then the Milk Jelly Stain to me is a very intriguing concept. And so far I like this lip, and I'm curious, you know, I'll eat dinner tonight. I'm gonna have my dessert. We'll see how it lasts. Like, I am gonna like that it doesn't get on my straw. Oh, I like that. Because whenever I do my lip products and I hate drinking out of my cup that I got from BK Beauty, I'm like, oh man, because then my straw gets all dirty and then I have to wash it, which is not something that you should be mad about. But other than that, that is going to do it for this Get Ready With Me. I'd love to know if you've tried any of these products or if there's any that you are interested in. Rooting for the team in red this weekend. I'll see you in the next one.